Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I have the Nintendo Switch 2 and of course I have its dock and we're going to connect it to my Samsung TV. Now of course it's a tutorial for those who may have a Samsung TV and how to get it set up on the Samsung TV in dock mode. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do guys is to go ahead and you're going to make sure that everything is hooked up. So already we have the adapter connected. And of course, we have the HDMI card. It's very easy to set it up, as in to put everything together. You simply need to go to the back of the Switch 2, the center here, and you're gonna open. Then you're gonna connect the cables. Here we have the HDMI, so you connect it here. Then connect the power, which is by USB-C, and you connect it here. You lead the cards here, and of course simply slide the back on as I'm about to show. There you go, it snaps right back into place. All right, so it's as simple as that. And of course you'll have the cards here. You're gonna place this down. All right, so once you do all of that, the next thing you're gonna do guys is you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna have your HDMI, and I'm gonna go to the back of the TV and you're gonna find an empty port, and we're gonna connect that. All right, so once you connect it, that's gonna bring the video over to the Samsung TV. So we're gonna do that now. All right, so I've connected the HDMI cable to the back of the Samsung TV. That's easy enough. I don't need to show exactly how that is done. Next, you're gonna get the adapter brick, and I'm gonna plug this into a power strip that I have close by. Okay, so I have it plugged into the power strip. All right, the next thing to do is to power the TV. Now that this Switch 2 has power, we're gonna power up the TV. All right, so the TV is now powered, so I can go ahead and turn it on. All right, so the Samsung TV is turning on. This one is a Samsung TV with Tizen, which is Samsung's operating system. All right, so it's up. All right, so now that it's up. All right, so now that the TV is powered up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dock the Switch 2. All right, so here's the Switch 2, and it's very simple to dock. All we have to do is simply place it into its dock. All right, so now it has disabled the screen, and all we have to do now is find the appropriate port, but it's best to remove the Joy-Cons. So we're gonna remove them. You're gonna press the release mechanisms at the back. I have a separate video on that. So I'm gonna release both Joy-Cons. This is one. This is two. All right, so the Joy-Cons are now released. And I'm gonna take the Samsung remote, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna search for the connection. So you're gonna go over. So let me do this again. So go back. So you're gonna move over with the direction keys to your left. You're gonna go down to connections, and of course it's showing you TV and HDMI 1. So we have plugged something into HDMI 1, so it has come up as being an active port. So we're gonna select HDMI 1. It's connecting. There you go. So as you see now, it's asking you to adjust the TV set. Let me adjust this screen. All right, so now that we are here, we have set it up. I'm gonna say, instead of adjusting this, I'm gonna say adjust later. So right here where it's asking you to connect your TV to support HDR, or if you set your HDR games visual be enhanced with vivid color display. So it's asking you to adjust the HDR setting. So let's go ahead. And of course, the remote is now not necessary anymore. This is strictly the game. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna control what's happening on screen. So if I move down, I have the options to adjust. So I'm going to say adjust later. We can actually tweak that later. So I'm going to say later in terms of the adjustment. All right, so there you go. And the TV is now connected. And you can see I'm using the Joy-Cons here, so I can move back and forth and select stuff. All right, so it doesn't look absolutely bad. However, you'll have to adjust or do some tweaks to get the picture perfect, especially with the HDR. So the game is now working flawlessly. So as you can see, we can go into settings. All right, and we can move around. Okay, and of course, as you can see, everything is working just fine in terms of the TV and the game. So we have now set up the Switch 2 for play on the TV, and in terms of the controller, you can go ahead and hook these up for a unified controller. So go ahead and snap them into place. All right, there you go. So now we have the fully assembled controller, and it works like any controller. You can move about. I can go ahead and select one of these games. I have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and I have also Mario Kart World. So if I want to, I can go ahead and select which one and go ahead and play. All right, so this is gonna wrap up how to set up the Switch 2 on your Samsung TV. Very easy. If you wanna exit the game, simply go back to your remote, and at the top here, there's source. So you can hit the source button. And of course, you can then go back to something like the TV. If your TV is on, or hit the home button, and you'll return to the main menu here. All right, so that's how to hook up your Switch 2 to your Samsung TV. All right, do hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye.